Lest anybody call me a hater, I want to weigh in on this. I personally don't care what you do in your life. It's not my business. It's not my business. The point at which your business becomes my business and society's business is when you start harming and threatening to harm other people, period. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care what your hobbies are. It's not my business. And I'm baffled by the actions of people who want to continually make it everybody's business what their sexual orientation is specifically. I don't ever remember being involved in an interview where I was applying for a job and I felt the need to tell my employer what my sexual orientation is. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe you guys can explain that, but let me just, I'm gonna read part of this article right here. New York City celebrates World Pride, marking the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots and start of the gay rights movement as 3 million people flood into Manhattan to join the party. 3 million people. As I scroll through some of these pictures here where just people are flaunting their sexuality, I'm just thinking about, me and my girlfriend talk about this. We love each other. We don't walk down the street licking each other in the neck and the ears and walk down, heavily populated or any populated area. Even in the cover of darkness, I wouldn't even think about walking half naked down the street. I don't understand the mentality here of these displays of affection that are not necessary. My opinion, of course. I'm not slamming the LGBTQ community. I don't support it. And there's a lot of things I don't support. I don't support bestiality. Does that make me a beastophobe? And these politicians, this is Chuck Schumer right here. And let's see, there's Cuomo. These politicians getting involved in and pandering to a demographic of people is, let's say under the sun, government was somehow legitimate. What business does a politician have in entering the arena where he involves himself in the sexual orientation of any group of people, or the color, the race of somebody, or the ethnicity? How does that even require somebody to get involved in that? Aren't you there to make sure that you protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? Wouldn't that include that you would protect everyone's rights, no matter what their sexual orientation or race or ethnicity was, or religion? Isn't that what being a politician is all about? And so we've descended to this level of shallowness. This is shallowness, guys. 3 million people marching in the streets of New York. When I see football stadiums and soccer stadiums filled with people just hooting and hollering for their team, I'm thinking about all the time and the planning and the energy and the money, all the resources that each individual poured in to going to that sporting event. All the while in the background, our owners, the owners of this company, this United States federal corporation under Title 28, Section 300215A, it is a federal corporation, and there are corporate owners that own us. We could be getting together instead of walking down in a gay pride parade, marching against the bankers. How about that? So that we can actually be free. See, this right here, this marching in these pride parades, it's shallow, it's surface. This isn't about freedom. They can celebrate all they want, but the slave masters are they're just rubbing their hands together going, oh my God, this is great. These people are still falling for it. They're still getting caught up in the minutia of nothingness. The owners, your owners, my owners, it's the Federal Reserve Banking Cartel, the people who own this right here. All these people that you see on the screen, all these people use this right here. This is a note of debt. It's enslavement. We're buried under mountains of transgenerational debt slavery. Not only are we in debt, but our children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren and their great-great-grandchildren. We're talking about $22 trillion above board debt that this represents right here. And that doesn't even scratch the surface because, like I told you before, when you count unfunded liabilities like Social Security and Medicare, it shoots that number up to like $123 trillion in debt. Think about that number, guys. Think about $1 trillion. If you made $1 every second, I figured this out before, showed it up on the screen, but if you made $1 every second, you would have to live like 36 or 37,000 years to accumulate $1 trillion. And here we are getting caught in all this surface stuff. Look at me. I can be gay. I can be a lesbian. I can look at this guy roller skating naked in front of these look like fire department people. I don't know. Just naked. Yeah, this is great. Got the heavily armed guards around there guarding everybody. Everybody's all happy. This is great. Isn't slavery great? Nobody's thinking about their slavery. And the Federal Reserve wants it that way. The owners of the IRS domestic terror cell want it that way. They want to be invisible, working in the shadows, deteriorating the value of the dollar that you use every day, siphoning off taxes that you can't even see, the inflation tax. They control the value of this currency, the Federal Reserve note. And we're going to sit here and just talk about how free we are to be gay, how free we are to be lesbians, how free we are to be trans, how free we are to walk around. Look at this guy right here on this, has a cross. I don't know if this is a mockery of religion or whatever, but there are actually people that are walking around like dogs. Let me ask you, and I'm not making a statement here, YouTube. I'm going to ask my audience, is this normal? Is it normal for people to do this in public? What is this accomplishing? Tell me what it's. Look at this guy. He's dressed as a dog. Mr. Puppy France 2019. Look at these two guys. These are people's neighbors. They could be school teachers. I'm not making any. You guys can draw your own conclusions. There's no statements being made here. But I am telling you, we are in a mountain of transgenerational debt slavery where all this stuff is going around. Can you imagine what 3 million people could do if they took to the streets against the Federal Reserve? Can you imagine the things we could accomplish, the resources we could pool? We could change this nation literally overnight. There would be a revolution if people really understood what was going on with the dollars that they use in their pocket. They're not really dollars. They're Federal Reserve notes. It's a note of debt. The dollar has been gone for a long, long time. Not backed by silver, not backed by gold. It's the petrodollar Ponzi scheme. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to throw this out there because the things we involve ourselves in, here's Bernie right here. The things we involve ourselves in is so surface, it's so shallow, and we're doing it I'm talking about as a nation and people around the world. We're doing it to our destruction because the main goal of mainstream media and politics is to distract, deceive, and divide us. And this is all a distraction. Look at this. I think this is Macedonia or something. Look at these streets, wall to wall people everywhere. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing to me that people can get together for something so shallow when there's something so much more meaningful that we can get together and do something about and change the world and really, really affect freedom. I don't even know what to say. Leave your thoughts about this for the world Google Thought Police and everybody who sees this video in the comment section below, because my goal in putting this out is I don't give a damn what you do in your personal life. It's not my business. It's nobody's business. Just don't harm, don't threaten to harm, and don't steal from others. Don't steal. The government hates competition. So anyway, guys, share this video far and wide. I love all people. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care about the color of your skin. Politicians do, though. Politicians make a big deal about people's sexual orientation. Politicians make a big deal about the color of your skin. They're talking about it all the time. They must care about it. I don't care. I don't care what color you are. You're my fellow human being, and I will never hurt you, and I will never take your stuff from you, and I will never harm you or your family. So, and if we all thought like that, and we all started thinking about freedom, Jefferson said the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people will secure their own oppression. The way we secure our oppression, I agree with Jefferson, the way we secure our oppression is by being apathetic, being indifferent to our freedom, letting it slide, letting one law stack on top of another law while we lose our freedoms, while these politicians just run roughshod over us because they're basically corporate employees working for the international banking cartel, the Zionist bankers who control the fiat currency Ponzi scheme. Share this video with everybody you know, guys. I will not stop talking about the Federal Reserve. They are the main problem. Matter of fact, in any political debate, if you're talking about anything other than who owns this and controls the value of this, you're not talking about anything substantial. You're not talking about anything at all, really. This is what underpins going to war. This is what underpins funding the military industrial complex. This is what underpins politics. $174,000 a year goes to the base congressman. There's 535 members of Congress and the Senate. This right here is what will be and is our downfall, this dishonest money system. And we got to talk about it, and we got to do something about it. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.
If you guys enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. Also, check out over 100 hard-hitting designs in the shirt store, and if you want to support more content, hit me up on Patreon or PayPal. All those links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.